Christina.
I'm Christina,
and we're the Gorgeous Geeks.
And I am officially more Clark Kent than Tom Welling.
Okay, so about the previous episode, I loved the little Clark and Lois, in their meeting and how Clark kept stuttering. I thought it was really cute, and then their little music played, and I thought it was really adorable.
Yeah, I know. I ragged on his acting in the first episode, which, that scene was bad, and I don't care what anyone else says, but, one thing I always liked his chemistry with Erica Durance.
Yeah, it's really good. I love it. I love it. I just hope every episode has that moment in there.
I also like Erica's chemistry with Justin Hartley, and seeing their little interaction. No, I'm not saying Oliver and Lois should get back together, but seeing their little interaction and comparing it to his interaction with Chloe, I don't think there is a comparison. I just don't understand the Chloe Oliver thing. I really don't, and I'm aggravated with the continuous.
He was moping again.
Moping, yeah.
And I understand. That's why I wish that Chloe just would have left, because I'm tired of seeing Oliver.
Well, prior and not that kind of way.
Yeah, I just wish she just would have been like, I'm leaving, and and then they go on with their lives, because now you have this sad, depressed Green Arrow, which we've seen a couple times already.
I mean, he was more upset about Jimmy's death than Chloe.
Yeah, I really, really want Oliver to just be Green Arrow again. And then, but he had to go through this depressing. I'm like, why are they doing this again?
Killing Lex with that toy monkey, and Jimmy dying. I mean, he's just been on this downhill spiral. And I know a lot of people, we're not the only ones who ever had said this, but we miss the old Ollie.
Confident, strong,
funny,
witty. Last time, it just really hasn't been there like it should.
I guess when Lois leaves, man, it just changes.
I guess so. Let's talk about. I was shocked actually when I saw Supergirl hold up the sign. They didn't call her Supergirl, Ubergirl, or
Ubergirl, Mega Girl, Power Girl.
Power Girl or
Maiden of Might.
Maiden of Might were names that they threw out there in the episode. But I was surprised to see the skirt, and at first I was like, is she wearing a cape? Or it was just the cloth of the thing. So I was surprised to actually see that. And it was interesting to see, Supergirl step up before Superman did, but, in this case, it's all different, so I can understand it. And I love how Clark was talking to Lois, yeah, you think the Blur should... he's trying to ask her for advice in, a roundabout way, beating her around the bush type of thing. I thought that was cute, and Lois is kind of okay, he's really asking me these questions, and so I thought that was interesting.
Oh, well, I come out and confess already. This can't go on for too long.
No, it can't.
I gotta say, the whole dark side possessing people thing, I don't know about it right now, because I wonder how the big final battle will be, and there should be a big final battle, by the way. I don't know, but the possession thing, I don't know, it was getting kind of weird for me, kind of supernatural-ish.
I was thinking about Supernatural when I was watching this episode. But they really do like to dress Lois up. Yeah. She's the only
kinda
one.
Look like Black Cat.
Yeah, she did. She did kind of look like Felicia Hardy, Black Cat in the Marvel Universe. They had her, when they went to the beach, she was the only one in a bikini, really. And then they had her be the stripper. And then they had her dressed up as the warrior princess type thing.
She came out the cake in that one episode.
You came out a cake in an episode. She dressed as Leave It to Beaver's mom, and now she's a dominatrix. They really, really like to dress her up. It's they want to say, whose sexual fantasy should we dress her up in today? So it's kind of, I thought it was kind of funny. But she has the body, and the role to go those in that area. So
I can't say that I really like Supergirl stepping up so much before Superman, just because you read these Supergirl comic books, and every issue's like, wow, you're an idiot. Next issue, wow, you're still an idiot. Like she doesn't need one mentor, she needs 3.
Yeah.
Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman.
So it is interesting to see that it's like, okay, well, it's not like comic books, but then Smallville really rarely is.
Well,
like
I never really liked Kara on the show anyway, but since they've put her on there, I understand that they need to position things a certain way now. But what I really, really didn't like, what really kind of bothered me was Cole going backwards on this Jor-El situation, because it always bothered me that Clark thought Jor-El was this like evil tyrant that sent him to like take over the world. And last season, like season 8 and stuff, he started to like kind of, I don't know, get along with them more. And 9 is when I guess he had an epiphany. Mm-hmm. And got closer to him, and now it's started season 9 is going backwards, and Jor-El flat out disowned him, and I'm like, well, dang.
Yeah, I never really did like the Jor-El being the bad guy type of thing. I recall a Superman issue where he actually, I'm not gonna get into details, but long story short, him and Lois ended up on Krypton. And he was interacting with his parents, and and they had a nice story and fun together, and it was cool. So
I mean, I understand that Jor-El is not the bad guy, but I just don't like that Clark thinks he's a bad guy, or making him seem like the bad guy, and I just don't like that.
No, I don't like that either. But hopefully, really soon, they will uncover the truth. What else happened?
Clark tried to fly.
That was pretty predictable. What's gonna happen is like, of course he's gonna jump to the sky and fall into a barn. So, I don't know what excuse he could give now. I sneezed. No, airplane engine fell through the barn or something. I don't know, but that was. Had his little humor. It was kind of funny.
I'm glad that they finally gave last season an explanation as to why he couldn't fly, and it's all a mental situation. And now they kind of delve deeper into that of he's not trusting himself. He doesn't have all the right kind of confidence, and he just is mentally putting a block on himself. So, because it's agonizing watching him, and you're like, he still can't fly. Why can't he fly? Did he fly in season 4?
Cool. What did you think about Oliver coming out to the press?
I would have been mad if I was Lois. I just risked my life, almost died for you to protect your secret, and then you call up all these reporters, and you didn't even want to give me the story.
I know, like
she wouldn't have wrote it probably, but
yeah,
maybe, but. Still, I would have been upset.
All this, but
I really don't like how this Chloe leaving thing has really pushed him off of the deep end. If you're gonna go off the deep end, I just don't feel like he's ever really gone off the deep end for any like plausible reason. He like went off the deep end because the monkey toy Lex explosion thingy, and then he tried to. Wasn't that the season when he tried to kill himself? That was, or was that after Jimmy's death?
All I know is that I haven't seen the strong, confident Green. The only time I really remember seeing like the strong, confident Green Arrow.
I don't even understand why he put so much blame on himself about Jimmy. Why was that so much of his responsibility or his fault? I know they all made a mistake concerning, Davis. I don't know. I just don't. That it's like they needed something. They needed something to write for him, and I'm kind of at the point where I would kind of rather not see him in the episode if it's gonna be.
Well, apparently this season Jimmy just doesn't exist, and he really just stopped existing. I mean, well, he just never was, because Chloe and Oliver just has completely forgotten about him since last season. When they first did the Arrow and started kissing and stuff. So I just want to see I want to see Green Arrow, and I know this is a TV show, but in all actuality, unless he makes a deal with the police, there's no way that he can out himself and still be the Green Arrow, because it is illegal to take the law in your own hands like that. And so, does that mean that he's not going to be the Green Arrow for a couple of episodes? I want to see Green Arrow. I want to see the Green Arrow that first got on the show and that was kicking butt and that was so confident and somewhat cocky. That's what I want to see. And I haven't seen that. The last time I saw that was when they did the special episode, the Justice episode. And you know, it just hasn't been there. Or when he was trained. Where the heck is...
With the Justice Society.
Where does Speedy go?
I don't know. They can bring her back. I'm just so sick of this.
I mean,
Chloe
it's
moping.
It's just
not because
I want to see Green Arrow,
or just moping. Period. From Oliver.
This is why I just wanted Chloe to just say, Oliver, Clark, I'm gonna go, you know, leave and help out some other superheroes another time because you guys got Metropolis and Smallville set. So I'm gonna go and leave. I didn't want her to disappear. I didn't want her to get kidnapped. I didn't want her to get killed because I was afraid of this happening. Of, you know, people not moping around, being depressed, changing their whole lives, and we're not seeing the superheroes that we wanted to see. I want to see freaking Green Arrow. So
yeah, one thing I gotta say about the Lois and Clark situation though is I wish that Lois, I understand that she's growing into the person. They're all growing into the person, the people that they're supposed to be, but I feel in some ways like I wish she would just be more confident as far as this relationship with Clark goes, because, you know, Superman is her man. That's her man that she's chased after, and he's hers because, you know, she's a strong woman, and that's what drew him to her. I'm not saying that Lois isn't a strong woman, but, like, in that episode when she kicked the newspapers, and she stepped on him, you know, and she just took him and grabbed him, like that, and then their relationship for the next couple episodes, it was very strong, you know? And then there was that random fight. And then they've been kind of like this ever since.
Well, I understand what they're doing. I mean, you know, she's like you said, they're growing.
It didn't even seem like a reasonable situation.
Well, she's back now, and you know, everybody has times in their relationships where they get confused.
I'm just saying, I'm ready for this. We're together. Now what?
What did you think about the pure of heart thing that Darkseid couldn't go inside of you because
very Kingdom Heartsy to me.
Kingdom Hearts, yeah. Good game if you haven't played it. Really good game. It's Disney, so but it's you know, it's cool. Yeah, it did seem like that a little bit, like expecting Sora to come out with the Keyblade.
And then I didn't understand because he's like, oh, I can't possess you, Lois, because you're pure of heart. What is the pure of spirit thing? What does it qualify for?
Well, first he said pure spirit, then he said, then Kara said, you know, you can't have doubts.
But Lois has quite a bit of doubts in herself and her relationship and how she's going to affect Clark.
Well, maybe it's a doubt of who you are as a person.
That will also articulate because she has doubts on what she can do for Clark and how she stands.
Well, that's for Clark. It's not for herself. She knows who she is.
No.
Yes, she does.
If she was more confident in herself, then she would be more confident towards. Because she doesn't trust. She's saying no. She's saying she can't. She went to Egypt and she talked to Carter and she was like, "I'm afraid. What if I spill the beans?" Blah, yada, 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 yada.
But that's still all about Clark. That's not about her.
She's not confident that she can do right by him. That's still...
By him.
No, that's still an issue for her self-confidence. Why? Because she...
I understand what you're saying, but I don't know.
If we can come in and affect...
We need some more clarification on this purity.
That's why we started this argument, because it's not clear, and I don't understand, and I don't get... I mean, I don't even get why Clark is just... From the start of the season, there's just like this random anger that just like popped up.
Anyways, tell us what you think. I'm Katrina.
I'm Christina.
And we're the Gorgeous Geeks.